What's the worst lie your parents told you to protect your feelings? When I was growing up, my parents bought an old piano off Craigslist and told me it belonged to a famous musician from Europe. They said this piano was special and would give me talent if I practiced hard enough. So every single day after school, I sat at that bench for hours. When friends came over to play basketball or go swimming, I had to say no because mom and dad said this piano was going to make me famous someday. They put fake newspaper clippings on the wall about the famous pianist who owned it before. They even made up stories about how he played for kings and queens. I practiced until my fingers hurt, believing every word they said about how this piano would change my life. My teacher charged extra for my lessons because she said I was playing on such a special instrument. Other kids at school were jealous when I told them about the famous owner. I felt so lucky and proud to practice on something so amazing. Mom bought me expensive sheet music and said the previous owner only played the finest pieces. Dad would sit and listen to me practice for hours, nodding his head and telling me I was connecting with the piano's history. But one morning I woke up early to practice before school and heard them in the kitchen whispering. Mom said, "Should we tell her now that she's older?" And Dad said, "No, absolutely not. She'd be heartbroken." So I crept closer and heard them laughing about how they bought the cheapest piano on Craigslist for $50. They said the stories about the famous musician were completely made up. They did it because I wasn't a good piano player when I started, and they thought believing in something magical would make me try harder. And you know what? It actually worked. I was devastated at first, but then something clicked. I kept practicing even harder, this time knowing the magic wasn't in the piano. It was in me working every single day. When I graduated high school, I got a full music scholarship to college. On my graduation day, when everyone asked who taught me to play, I looked at my parents smiling and said, "The best liars I know taught me that belief in yourself matters more than the truth sometimes."